Yeah, there are some more Cam and Dale DMing questions.
Do those.
Happy to answer.
There's, how would you run Vecna as a big bad evil guy in a campaign?
Vecna's the the goddess of magic and death, right?
Right, God, I think.
God?
Yeah, I think
okay. In Greyhawk, or
Right,
yeah.
yes.
I'm actually not terribly familiar with their character. They're chaotic evil, right? Or
Paul,
lawful
give us a
evil.
refresher if you would, please.
I think they're a god in Greyhawk, but I think in other ones they're just a lich.
Well, I think
Okay.
they started in Greyhawk,
Yeah.
and then
I want to say it was one of the developers' characters that grew into a god.
could be.
Yeah, originally from the World of Greyhawk campaign setting, Vecna is an incredibly powerful wizard who became a lich, was eventually destroyed, and his left hand and left eye are the only parts left to survive. Even after even after that, he achieved godhood, being a member of the 3rd edition default pantheon. He is described as missing both his left hand and left eye.
Right.
Vecna's holy symbol is the eye in the palm of a hand. Usually depicted as a powerful magician resembling a desiccated corpse. The constant theme in the adventures in which he appears is his never-ending quest for power, which, if he should succeed, would be him being the only deity in existence.
So probably the PCs are not worthy adversaries for him, so he's going to see them as tools.
Right.
So I think I would play him as generous.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Because the PCs are not threats.
Right.
They're a tool to use to knock off other gods, really.
And he doesn't care if they survive. He wants them to chip away for his war of attrition,
Right.
for his ultimate goals.
So the-
he's a potential patron who has all sorts of fun things that he's offering you.
Yeah, what tools do you need for your job, really? Task-oriented,
Yeah.
I would characterize him as.
Yeah, what alignment are you? Great, I have some enemies of the opposite alignment. Let me help you defeat them.
Yeah. The Xanatos Gambit. His plans go like 3 or 4 layers deep, and he has enemies all around, really. So, what do you feel like fighting?
Yeah.
Who are you well adapted to again? Okay, good. I definitely have people that need knocking off.
Right.
And whatever you do is probably fine, right? It's like
As
you
long as
make
you're killing his
corpses.
enemies, yeah.
You making corpses? Good.
I'll
Good.
pay you for those.
Yeah.
I actually played in a campaign where the DM introduced Vecna surprisingly on us. We were in a world that had basically been set up and designed so that these systems were put in place to keep like old gods from returning,
Right.
and those systems were failing. So it behooved to us, the player characters, to try and stop this from happening. We at one point were getting into a fight with like a Draco Lich we had to appease. We ended up peeving him off and had to escape, and we ran into, as we were coming out, there was this ship being manned by one pirate captain, and we ended up using him to help escape. But the weird thing we had is someone initially tried to attack the captain to commandeer the boat, and rolled high and just completely whiffed. And we were like, that's weird. So we start going on the voyage with this captain, and it starts becoming very clear that we have no idea how long we've been on this boat. We've been there for days and weeks, and we're starving and hungry. And all of a sudden we clue in that this pirate captain has an eye patch and a hook for a hand. And just somebody finally rolled the
that's good.
insight check to see through the illusion. We're like, he's just... I think it was that kind of motivation. He's like, I want whatever's going to happen because whoever dies is good for me. So...
I mean, I would think Vecna, having the knowledge domain, would be kind of
Yeah.
clued into the functioning of the universe, which is to say that player characters go around pushing monsters over and getting powerful until they become useful monsters in themselves as kind of like a walking XP battery, right?
Right.
Like,
Because if they're
it's
winning,
like,
he's going to get nothing for killing them.
yeah, but when you're up around CR20, then then you're a useful snack.
Good point.
Right? So, if you get more powerful, that's good. That's handy. That's the end goal, right? Then you're not a worthy challenge, but a useful thing, right?
Yeah, the only way we got out of that one is we happened to have like a giant golem helper robot, basically, and we basically ordered him, grab Vecna, jump off the boat.
Huh.
So it was like, well, he's gone for now. We unfortunately never finished that campaign, so don't know if he would ever ended up having come back, but probably.
Neat.
There's always that aspect of like old campaigns where that you never finish. Where you're like, those poor characters are just stuck in whatever situation you left them in.
Yeah, frozen in time.
They can never move on.
But yeah, inhumanly patient, right? Like I played a D&D game once where my character was a paladin of the Silver Flame in Eberron, and at one point, a monster threw a fireball at me, and I was like, fire can't kill me. And later on, a Rakshasa was fighting me and doing the fire thing, and I repeated the line, and the DM, who had been constructed a moment for me to repeat that line, had the Rakshasa say, "No, but time will," and vanished. Right? Because I'm a human. Right? I'm going to be around for 40-ish years, but after that, not a problem anymore, really. And so, like, Vecna can just have, like, the 1,000-year plan.
That's how I play dragons too.
Yeah.